It's the Binge Bum Podcast. Whoa, it's time to talk about our favorite shows from all the streaming networks all across the globe, from Netflix to Hulu to Disney Plus and HBO. Get ready for fun and lots of show reviews. It's Binge Bum coming to you.
Hey, it's Friday, January 7th. We're back. Happy New Year.
Yeah, we're back in 1922.
Whoa, that's way back. That's so stupid. Where did that even come from?
I don't know.
What were you thinking after the music stopped?
I don't know. How could I still have 19 in my brain?
Right?
It's been 22 years.
Oh, God. But anyway, it's a new year, and hopefully great streaming things will happen.
It looks to me like there's going to be a lot of stuff. I see a couple things I want to watch tonight.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Let's start with some news. Starting with Netflix, probably the biggest news, at least for me.
It is.
I'm so obsessed.
It's huge.
Is Netflix dropped the official trailer to Part 1, Season 4 of Ozark. Because I think before there were just little
teaser trailer,
10-second teasers of them washing like the blood off their face because they were in Mexico. This is going to be great. Everyone seems to hate each other.
Yeah.
Ruth hates everybody. They've warned the woman whose husband was killed last season in the cartel for doing drugs. Now she's back at it, so she's probably going to die.
But everyone's going to die.
You think?
Well, the teaser tagline for the series is "No one comes out clean." So I don't know. We'll find out what happens. But
this is going to be
very
fun.
excited. I'm very excited. This is going to be expanded. We're going to get Part 1 here on January 21st.
Yeah, this is the worst part about this whole thing.
And then we have to wait all the way till July 21st for the second part of this final season. But this is the final season. I know they all want to move on and do other things, and that's great. Jason Bateman probably has tons and tons of stuff lined up.
Yeah.
Laura Linney, all of them. Let's wrap it up.
Yeah.
I don't know why we have to wait into two parts.
We will definitely be waiting and watching, and I can't wait.
There you go.
I just hope, I hate this when you love something so much is the series finale. That's always, it's either going to make or break.
Yeah.
The whole entire run, all four.
We'll find out.
Yeah.
So you've only got a few weeks. They'll drop the first half on January 21st.
There you go. We also have a premiere date for the second season of the period drama Bridgerton, and that's going to be March 25th.
It seems like this has been for so long since Bridgerton was on.
I kind of feel like this was the one that maybe this has taken so long because they were likely or probably sure of themselves this was not going to be a recurring series. Maybe
not. I'm not sure.
And it was a surprise to them.
So it was I think it was a surprise hit for them for sure. And they filmed Bridgerton season 1 before the pandemic, so then there's a huge break where they couldn't be filming, and they finally got it in the can. So excited about that. This is based, of course, on the novel by Julia Quinn, and each season is a book. So the first season revolved around the Bridgerton children, of course. The first season, the eldest daughter, her Daphne Bridgerton, her story.
Right.
And so now we're going to be looking at her brother, Anthony Bridgerton, the eldest son of the family. This is going to be his arc to tell his romance story. So
nice.
Yeah.
All right.
Season 2. We still have.
I'm excited for that.
I still have 2.5 months for that.
I just love how it's sort of. It's a period piece, but then they just have all this current stuff. I mean, the best part, and I think they've put out the album for
I have it on
the band in this classical style, but they're playing like Ariana Grande or
the Baroque style. Yeah, like harpsichords and stuff. Yeah,
it's great.
I actually have the album. I listen to it when I'm writing, so I love it. Yeah.
Netflix has announced a new documentary in the works about young Anna Nicole Smith. I don't know how I feel about this. I feel like it's been done over and over. And like, what is this new footage that has never before been seen?
What else could we possibly not know about this woman?
And maybe it's and maybe what it comes. I mean, they state here that it's never before seen footage. Apparently, this footage was from a previous documentary that just never got the green light, so they have this footage now.
And
are we going to learn anything more?
I don't know, but it seems like it seems like what they're doing is going back to before she got her stardom to find out what her early life was like before.
This was before
she hit the scene,
right before fame. Yeah.
So we'll find out, I guess.
All right. Apple TV Plus, this past Wednesday, they announced an order for a new limited series titled Manhunt. I'm kind of digging this. The new series is part historical fiction and part conspiracy thriller about the events of the Lincoln assassination and its aftermath. Basically, it's all about the aftermath. What the hell happened? And
I mean, I've seen a bunch of documentaries about that day and the days following up and trying to find John Wilkes Booth and who was he maybe working with and for, and I don't know.
I don't think this is one of those where it's going to 100% accurately portray the events the aftermath of those events, but so that's why I think this is going to be a little bit more fun.
Yeah, and
it's going to be made for TV,
right? And they're using the word historical fiction, so they're using the real life events, but then kind of adding their own take to it.
So I'm kind of, it's almost like remember the whole the Lincoln vampire killer thing.
Right,
it was kind of fun but a little hokey.
That was very huge. For a minute. Yeah.
Moving on, Apple has said that it's close to securing its first original film for 2022, and it will star Brad Pitt.
Cool.
The film will portray Brad Pitt as a Formula One race car driver who comes out of retirement to mentor a young teammate. If this is successful, if Apple can get their hands on this would be the second film for Brad Pitt for an Apple film. He's currently filming a new thriller, currently does not have a name, that's alongside George Clooney. Of all people. Are we surprised?
No, George Clooney's doing everything.
Yeah, and that's expected to premiere much, much later this year.
Very cool. Well, they're both very busy. George Clooney, we're going to be talking about him later in the show because he's directing something that is out today. Excited about that.
HBO Max has reported that Colin Farrell has officially signed on to star as Penguin in a new Batman spinoff series. We're going to get our first look at Colin Farrell as Penguin in the new movie, The Batman, which is in theaters in March. So this is separate from HBO Max, but HBO Max has the spinoff, and he has signed on to do the series. Yeah. It's not a Penguin series, it's a Batman series, but he will be in that role.
Yeah. You know what? We've talked a lot about Batman in the past, and I think we even mentioned that Colin Farrell was going to be in the movie at one point.
Yeah.
As the Penguin. I don't know. They just keep bringing Batman out again and again and again. I mean, he's on the CW. He's on, what are we on, our fifth Batman now with Patrickson being the new Batman?
Right. Like, why can't they take this and just get rid of Batman, knowing Batman's there? Maybe he makes an appearance or two, and just make it all about the freaking Penguin. Or why isn't there a Joker?
Well, that's what Gotham was all. Gotham was all about the bad guys.
Right.
Yeah, with just a very young Batman.
But that was a CW show, right?
I think it was. It might have been CBS. I'm not sure. Anyway, same company.
I mean, this looks good to me. I've watched the trailer for The Batman. It looks really gritty and dark. It looks like it's going to be fun. If they can pull off a Batman series like Disney Plus has done with like The Mandalorian or Boba Fett, then they could have something really great on their hands. But I feel like this is not going to be like The Mandalorian.
Well, fine. Well, we have no idea. We'll have to find out. Colin Farrell's very talented, so we'll see. We'll see what he does.
Last on our news list is Paramount Plus has announced a new Beavis and Butt-Head movie and more. The last time we saw these two was way back in 2011 on MTV. We don't know anything more, but it is rumored that this is a multi-deal with the creator Mike Judge that could include more movies and series in the works.
There you go. Well, Paramount Plus is bringing out all their old content and making it new again. So makes sense that they'd go back to Beavis and Butt-Head. Beavis and Butt-Head Do America is one of my favorite movies. So I could watch it again and again. So.
Really?
Yeah.
I just can't do it.
Okay.
I find it horrible.
You don't have to watch it.
No, I won't.
Unqualified opinions.
We watched a few things while we were away for 2 weeks.
Yes, it was
Seems
2
like
weeks.
It's been a long time. I sat down to put this show together. I was like, I don't know where to begin. We watched Don't Look Up.
We did. Well, we're not the only ones.
No, we're not.
Yeah, Don't Look Up was currently the most watched Netflix movie of all time in a single week with 152.29 million watched hours.
Wow.
I don't know why they do it that way. Why don't they just say how many people watched it, or how many people watched the movie, or how many subscriptions watched it? But instead they do these hours and minutes.
Because this is much more impressive.
I guess it is. It is.
Which I guess if you take that number, divide it by how long a movie is, you could get how many subscribers.
I guess you could, but you have no idea. And you have no idea how many people were actually in the room to watch it.
Right.
Anyway, so that so it's the biggest single week watched, and it came out right there at Christmas time. So people, had a lot of downtime between Christmas and New Year's. That's probably when they watch it. That's the week we're talking about. And it's currently in third place for the most watched movie on Netflix
ever,
after Bird Box and Red Notice. So 2 great movies. So great movie. You know what? I really enjoyed the movie.
I did too. It was just like 45 minutes too long.
It is a little bit long. It is definitely long. We both agreed that it should have been cut down a little bit. I don't know what they would have cut out, but it definitely needed some trimming.
Yeah.
It's a fun movie. It's silly. But basically what it is a commentary on today's political landscape.
You're exactly right.
And the fact that if a meteor is coming to Earth, there will be 50% of the people on this planet who won't believe that it's actually happening.
Right.
Or they'll try to twist the facts to make it what it really isn't.
But it's not even about this asteroid or comet coming to Earth. I think it's a metaphor for lots of things. You could make the meteor coronavirus. You can make the meteor what else? Climate change. You can make it anything you want.
And that's exactly the point of the creator. That's what he wanted to do.
Right.
Leonardo DiCaprio, Jennifer Lawrence kind of headline this. They're both amazing in their parts. Meryl Streep plays a great Trump-like president.
Yes.
Cate Blanchett, I think, really shined in this. And it took me about 10 or 15 minutes before I realized, holy shit, that's Cate Blanchett.
Yeah, she was. Yeah, it was.
She basically transforms herself into one of those blondes from Fox News, and she does an amazing job at it.
She plays opposite Tyler Perry.
Yeah, who is really great in this too. Jonah Hill is here. Ron Perlman plays a fun character. Timothy Chalamet has a really small part.
Chalamet.
I hate that. I hate it because I can never say it right.
But anyway, my point is, if you took out all of those people that we just mentioned and just put in some stock characters, this movie would not have done as well.
No, it was all about the casting.
All about the casting.
And they did a really great job. I highly recommend it. I think you guys will enjoy it.
I mean, Netflix could put a show with all these people where they go out and plow a cornfield and people would watch it.
I'm sure you're right.
It's all about the people on this one.
Well, it looks like they had a lot of fun, especially Meryl Streep probably had a really lot of fun filming this.
She had a fun character to play as the president,
She did say this was her first movie since COVID, so she got up on the set and she felt like she forgot how to act for the first day, which I find very hard to believe. Now, the other thing that we started watching in the last couple weeks, it just came out 2 weeks ago, the Book of Boba Fett, the new series on Disney Plus. This is the follow-up to The Mandalorian, kind of companion series, but it has a very different look and feel to it than The Mandalorian.
I'm going to say to people out there listening who take our recommendations seriously is that you should watch it and don't base everything on the first episode.
Agreed, because we just watched the second episode yesterday.
Completely 180.
Yeah,
so
it's
great.
It's very different. A lot of this show is done in flashbacks, so we're seeing things that happened in Boba Fett's life. We don't actually know how long ago it was, but it's some stuff that happened to him that made him who he is today, and it's really kind of interesting. I think those are actually the best parts of the show are the flashbacks.
I think so too. And the flashbacks are when he was found by, and I know this because now you know why, the Tusken Raiders who are in the
desert.
Dirt Sea? Is that what they call it?
On Tatooine, which is Star Wars, the very first thing we see of Star Wars.
And the only reason why I know that they're called the Tuskens is of my Star Wars game, because I play them every once in a while.
Oh, okay. Very cool. Yeah, I'd like to see what they look like under those mask things that they wear.
I know.
Anyway, unlike the Mandalorian, the Boba Fett has his helmet off most of the time.
Most of the time, yeah.
Which is a complete reversal from the Mandalorian, who wears his helmet,
all the time.
23 and a half hours a day.
Right.
Tamara Morrison is the guy who's playing Boba Fett. He's amazing in this. What they put that actor through, I can't even imagine. He has to do some major stunts and physical stuff.
Yeah.
And then Ming-Na Wen is also back as Fennec Stand. She showed up in The Mandalorian a little bit. You guys know her from a million series. She was also in the Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D. So she's one of those crossover actors who's been both in the Star Wars movies and the Marvel universe. So she's kind of doing both double duty there. Anyway, love her. I love the show. It's only 2 episodes so far.
Oh, yeah. And the second one was the best one. And would we be spoiling anything if we told them what made an appearance?
I don't know. I don't think you should say. No. I think it's fun if you're
because
a Star Wars.
It surprised me and it made me very happy.
Yeah, if you're a Star Wars fan, you'll be very happy with episode 2.
Yeah.
Anyway, I highly recommend it. At least give it a chance. Give the first and second episode a chance. We can't tell you about that because or beyond that because they haven't come out yet.
Yeah, every Wednesday. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the last thing that we saw, which has been out for quite some time, but we finally got around to starting it, is Apple TV Plus's Invasion. I think we are on episode 6 or 7.
Okay.
I can't remember. We just finished the one where you actually get to see the actual alien.
Right.
This is the show on Apple TV Plus where kind of the world's coming to an end. The aliens visit Earth. And it portrays 4 different people who are experiencing the same thing.
Different parts of the world.
Right. And how everyone's kind of dealing with it. Yeah. I'm digging it. I don't think you are.
I'm with it. I'm still with it. And this episode that we just watched, which was the shortest episode, but also the most gripping because it was done in real time. The whole thing was kind of like all done in real time. Yeah. And it definitely had me at the seat of my pants. The seat of my chair, I guess. Anyway.
I think the seat of my pants.
Maybe that's right.
Is that a saying?
I don't know.
On the seat of my pants.
Anyway, it was exciting and scary. And I think I held my breath a few times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was one of the best episodes of the series so far.
But there are definitely some slower episodes and there's some scenes where you're like, okay, I don't care about this guy and I don't really care about what he's doing and it's going on way too long. Yeah. So again, I think maybe they need better editing with these series to make them go a little faster. But we're enjoying it, and we're happy to. I think we announced it just on the last episode, or the one before that it has been picked up for a second season. So I guess we know because of that information that's out there in the world. We know they're not going to defeat these aliens at the end of the series.
And the last note that I want to make about this is that if you do start to watch the series, turn on your closed captioning.
Oh, right.
Jesus, it is. A lot, not just some. A lot of the show is hard to understand.
Well, there's a whole series. There's a whole section of the show which is has these Cockney accents, English Cockney accents. These kids, and literally, we watched it for about 5 minutes, and I turned to Dale and I said, "I have no idea what I just listened. They were saying. I have no idea what they're saying. It's so thick."
Yeah.
But then when we turned on the captions, we knew exactly what they're saying, and then I could understand what they were saying because I was reading along.
Yeah.
Anyway, Invasion, Apple TV Plus, season 1 is out now, and season 2 is in production.
New shows are coming your way. It's coming soon.
All right, we mentioned this at the top of the show. Ozark season 4, part 1, coming in just 2 weeks. 2 weeks.
Yeah.
January 21st to Netflix. Next on our list is this is the third. I didn't put this on here. The third season of Servant is coming to Apple TV Plus on January 21st. Everything's happening on the 21st of January. This is something a little new. A new series coming to Netflix on January 28th. In From the Cold. You actually pointed this out to me. This looks great.
Yeah, this is happening on January 28th. This is an exposed ex-Russian spy living in America now. As a single mom, she's juggling family life and then she's kind of pulled back in to do one more job.
Well, she's been found out by the American government,
right?
And now they want to kind of
want to use her.
They want to use her as a resource.
Yeah.
And if she doesn't do it, then she's going to be exposed because, like, her family knows nothing about her past. Like, she's hardcore American, all the way as far as they know. It's
not a story that hasn't been told before. I feel like the same presence has been done before.
Yeah.
But actually, you guys should watch the trailer. It just dropped, I think, in the last couple of days or something. We'll put it up on our social media. But yeah, it looks really good. Looks fast moving. It's dark.
It's just it's a woman who can kick ass, and I really want.
I love women that can kick ass.
It's like Atomic Blonde-ish. Remember that? That was a great movie.
That was a great movie, and there's supposedly going to be a second one. In
that's
series.
almost like a spy movie.
Very much.
Too.
Yeah, same thing.
Atomic Blonde was great.
Yeah.
So that's In From the Cold, a new series on Netflix, January 28th.
I'll be watching it.
Last on our list. Totally digging this. I didn't think I would until I watched the trailer. It's Pam and Tommy, a new limited series coming to Hulu on February 2nd. It's going to have Lily James, who's going to play Pam, Sebastian Stan, who's going to play Tommy, and Seth Rogen also plays a big part in this, as his character was the main person who had the sex tape come to life.
Right. And he's the one who distributed it all over the world.
Yeah.
So this whole story is about how the sex tape getting out there kind of almost derails Pamela Anderson and Tommy Lee's lives in Hollywood. I guess she was, at the time, was on Baywatch.
Yeah.
So, I mean, she probably thought, I'm going to be fired. My career is going to be over.
Right.
But actually, she became, as we all know, red hot after that. So it didn't hurt her at all.
I mean, this all takes place in 1997, and you got to think there was a majority of Americans who did not have a computer.
Right.
I mean, and like internet was like Prodigy.
It was brand
and AOL.
new.
It was dial up and slow. So this was like, what the hell is the internet? And this was like massive.
Yeah. Well, if you guys don't know, Lily James played a really sweet character on Downton Abbey. She also played Cinderella in the Disney remake. She transforms herself into Pamela Anderson like I've never seen. I mean, she doesn't look anything like herself. No. I don't know how she did it, but they did such a great job with the makeup and the hair.
Right.
And she's got the voice. She just really looks like she hits it out of the park.
Yeah, if you look at the trailer, Lily James looks more like Pam than Sebastian Stan looks like Tommy.
Well, that's true. I think that's true.
I mean, basically, they just took a skinny boy and put a bunch of tattoos on him. Yeah. I mean, it works. That gets the point across, but Lily James makes a better Pam.
Yeah, I'm excited about this. We're definitely going to be watching this one. I can't wait.
We're gonna tell you what to watch this week. It's time for Up Next.
All right, we got two for you this week. I'm going to switch things up on Scott. First one premieres today. This is the 5th and final season of Search Party on HBO Max. You guys know the story.
Yeah,
it's a dark comedy. It's dry too, which I kind of like. But this is the last and final one coming to HBO Max today.
I actually watched the trailer for this 5th season, and I kind of feel like I want to watch it without even having watched season 2, 3, and 4. Yeah, I almost don't care. I just kind of want to watch this because it kind of looks like just like a little movie. So yeah, kind of excited about that. And Jeff Goldblum's in this. Gotta love him. He plays a tech billionaire, so we'll find out what that's all about.
Every time I see him recently, because he's like in everything. You never know when he's going to pop up.
I know.
And the only thing I can think of is that apartments.com commercial that he's in right now. It's just so great. It doesn't fit him.
It doesn't.
It's just everywhere.
He's everywhere. Okay, but is this what we're watching tonight? Because I'm really excited about this.
For 100% for sure.
It's called The Tender Bar. It's a new movie. This is the one that I referenced before that George Clooney directed. It's on Amazon Prime, so everyone has it. And it's out today, January 7th. This stars Ben Affleck, Christopher Lloyd from my beloved Back to the Future. He's in this. This is about a boy growing up on Long Island that seeks out a father figure among the patrons at his uncle's bar. Yeah. His uncle is Ben Affleck. It seems like this is told over time from the kid being like maybe 5, 6-ish all the way up until he goes to college and then gets a job as a writer.
Yeah.
And it's based on the book that the kid wrote about his life.
Right.
So true story, and excited about it. It looks very heartwarming, Ben Affleck looks amazing in this.
Yeah, and I'm not the biggest Ben Affleck fan, but I like his character in this just based on the trailer. So this looks it's a coming of age kind of story.
Yeah,
so funny parts in
so it's Long Island. Does that mean Ben Affleck traded his Boston accent for a New York accent? I mean, is that what's happening here?
Yes, yeah. Well, you have to, right?
Yeah, this looks really good. I really, honestly, I know that we're watching a couple different series right now. We want to finish up Invasion, but I would really love to watch this movie tonight, so we can tell everybody about it next week.
I am totally down. Totally down.
All right, I like it.
All right, that's going to do it for us. And we always end the show. We want to thank you, as always, for listening to this episode of the Binge Bomb Podcast. If you like our show, be sure to rate us wherever you like to listen to your favorite podcast. We will be back next week. And in the meantime, happy binging.